Hey guys, what's going on? This is an early morning on a Saturday, and I am just trying to get the rear shocks finished on my car. The rear shocks I don't think have been replaced at all since the 80s. I'm not entirely sure, but my car is from 1986, and I really don't think that the shocks have been ever been replaced. Like really, they're rusty and crusty, and every time you go over a bump, like you can feel the entire road. It's just kind of redonkulous, to be honest. You can feel everything, and it's just like not a smooth ride at all. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just taking the shocks bolt on the inside of the car, and you have to go through the inside of the car, put down the back seat, move some carpet stuff, and then you can find the bolt. I think that's kind of an interesting mounting bolt, but whatever. It's just I believe it's just a 13 millimeter socket, and we could just take those off. Then you come from underneath the car, and these bolts, holy cow, they were on there super tight, and was able to get them off to the point where I can get the electric ratchet on there, but they were still struggling. It's been rusty again. I don't think these things have ever been off since the 80s, like for real. And I'm gonna take this out. We're gonna see if it's any good. And so I'm pushing the shock down, and it just stays, doesn't move. So we need to replace these. It's just been crazy, and I've had this car for several years now and have not replaced the shocks on them. You can see how difficult it was getting those off. Everything's a hammer, so you got to do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? But we got them out. Gonna get ready to put the new ones in. The new ones came with some weird like mounting bolts, but it's okay. You just have to figure out which way they're supposed to be mounted, and they go on. I just used AC Delco, the OEM brand. I didn't go anything crazy with like aftermarket like sporty stuff. I just wanted to get my car back on the road and drive it as soon as possible, so I just did the OEM brand. It's not like super best like sporty stuff, but it gets me back on the road and driving again. But getting these in there and getting them into the mounting holes wasn't too difficult. Right, soon right about here I'll show you like I get the bottom bolt tightened, and then we can go up and just guide it to the top bolt. And it got stuck around like the frame of the car or the chassis, and you just push down the shock and then push it in, and then you can go into the cab and tighten down the bolt on the inside. And it's kind of funny, they have the bushings from the outside and from the inside, and then you kind of tighten down the bolt until the bushings kind of smush together a little bit to make sure that there's no play, and then you're all good. You're all good to go. It's really, really, really simple. I think I did this in less than an hour, probably like 45 minutes, and look at that. We're putting everything back together. I got the foam pieces back, and then we're going to put down that stuff, and we're really just chilling. I really do like the style of these Camaros, because it's just one little clip, and you push back the seat, and boom, you're done. And it's all good. So we got to clean up, make sure that we get the jack stands down, and put down the car, and we're done. If you like it, you like it. Bye-bye.